Tell, Cockerel, he's just a true guy. You'll have a true time. Tell, Cockerel, leave your troubles at the door. You know the game, you know the score. We're here to have fun, so holster that gun and read the writing on the wall. The predictions league, done every week. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel, he's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Jose gets himself around, always talking Spurs wherever he is found, home or away. He always tips to win, throws the form book in the bin with a cheeky knowing grin. Tell, Cockerel, he's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. The predictions league, done every week. It just goes on and on and on and on. Why do I always get it wrong? Every time I play along. Tell, Cockerel, the show is so chilled, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel, the show is so chill, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel.
But I didn't need to.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Premier League Week 9 predictions plus 3 bonus games. I hope you're all well. I have come on because I was watching Traitors. And because I was watching Traitors, I've only just come on now. I had to finish watching it before I came on. So sorry for the slight delay. But I hope you're all well, whether it's your evening, your afternoon, or your morning. But welcome to Week 9. As I always do, I'm going to remind you all that first game is tomorrow evening, and with the first game being tomorrow evening, if you're doing predict the prem, you must ensure that you get your scores in. Get your score in predict the prem prior to the first game, which is 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. And if you're doing fantasy, Barclays Fantasy League football, make sure that you change your team, make your substitutions, or use your chips. Make sure it's done by about 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, English summertime, which ends this weekend, becomes winter time. Yeah, so there we go. Before we get into doing today's predictions, Daz was here earlier. He says, big up, Jose. Gonna drop mine in the comments as I am on someone else's stream. No worries whatsoever. Ryan G says, good evening, Jose. Good evening, Ryan. Ronnie says, evening, Jose. Good evening, Ronnie. Jess is here. Good evening, Jess. How are you? I hope you're well. And Drula has come from Jesse's. I presume, Jesse, you done the European football because she's saying it's a raid that's come in. Thank you very much. Oh, look who it is. Mr. Shear says, G'day, Cobber. Good morning, Mr. Shear, to you. It's early in the morning for you over there, but good morning. I did say that by doing these shows, and you watched it on playback the other day, Dave, because you messaged me to tell me that you watched it all on playback. I did say that by doing these shows, I've noticed that it's your morning and you're here, and it's Alan's afternoon, because I will come to Alan, but it's his afternoon and he's here as well. So we're managing to catch people either side of England's here, America's there, Australia's here. We're managing to catch everyone. Who else we got here? Carl Simpson's here. Say Jesse's raid is on. Good evening to you, Carl. Oh, Ryan's here. Ryan says, big up, Jose. Did you get my number from Brian? Ryan, I did. But the reason why I haven't done nothing with your number, Ryan, is because I'm part of the group that you're in. I've not commented in it, but I'm part of the group that you're in. So my number is there as well because I'm there in the same group as you. But I hope you're well. It looks like you're having a chat with a lot of the others. And I can see from further down that you're saying that you are a bit calmer, which is good to hear, mate. It's good to hear. Yeah, Trudy was hoping I hadn't forgotten earlier, and I haven't. Right, you got Graham is here. He says, where is Graham? Graham says, evening, Jose and chat. Good evening, Graham. I hope you are well. Vindaloo with his jokes already. Take your time. I'm just about to eat. No rush and let them wait. And he carries on and on and on, and then goes on to say some more. Shemtam says, what is Shemtam? Shemtam's here. Good evening, Shemtam. Says, evening, Mr. Bossman Jose. And everyone in the chat. Hope everyone is doing good this evening. Yes. But rather cold here in England at the moment, isn't it? Really, really, the temperatures have gone right down. Where you guys are in England at the moment, are any of you had this storm that was due to come, this storm Benjamin? Because we were due to be in the eye of the storm here down where I am, but we've not had it nowhere near as bad as what our expectations were. We were battening down the hatches because we thought it was going to be bad. Who else we got? Who else we got here? Here's Alan. Alan, like I said, I saw that Alan had popped in. Alan says, hi, everybody. Good evening to you, Alan. Have I got anyone else to say hello to? No, I think I've said hello to everyone. I have said hello to everyone. Vindaloo says, what? Vindaloo, tell me I am off second place, been stuck on second place since we started. Did you not watch the catch-up show, Vindaloo? You're not top. For definite. Let me see where Vindaloo is. Oh, Vindaloo. Oh, yeah. Vindaloo, you are second. Surprise, surprise. You are second. Archer let you off the hook a little bit, Vindaloo, by not scoring as well last week. Carl says, yes, Jose, it was bloody wet and windy, but not as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah, you're up a bit further than me, Carl, aren't you? You're up in Kent, I think. I thought that you was up in Kent. Up that way, Tunbridge and places. That's where I thought you were. And if you are, then you would have been in the kind of area that they were saying would be the eye of the storm. So practically what I've got down here is probably what you've got, if I'm right in thinking that you are the one that lives up near Tunbridge. Yeah, okay, so you're going to be in the same area as I am down in East Sussex, and you're up in Kent. But where we are, we were meant to be in the eye of the storm, so we were meant to get it the worst, but we've had nothing. So yeah, but I hope everyone's well and didn't have to batten down your hatches like we had to down here, but we definitely never got nothing of it. But there we go. Right, shall we start, everyone? Not much wind or rain running in North London. Yeah, but I don't think that London was in the eye of the storm. So right, but we shall start. Obviously, everyone that's been able to comment at the moment is because you're all members, because I've put this on member only. So the people that can play are the people that can comment here in the chat at the moment. If you are watching this and you can't comment, that's because you're not a member. If you want to partake and play, become a member. I think the link's pinned to the chat. I think, and if so, if not, then it's easy to find anyway. But we shall start. Right, people. We're going to start with the first. You'll never get rid of me. Bloody hell, this is just bonkers. Right. There we go. Leeds versus West Ham United tomorrow night at 8 o'clock in the evening. Right. Some of you started putting scores in this, so I have to go back and look. Right. Alan has gone 2-1. Jess has gone 2-1. Right. Now I need to find Jess. Jess 2-1. Right. Jess went 2-1. Alan's gone 2-1. Then we have Carl 2-1. After Carl, I have Shemtam 2-1, Mr. Shear 2-1. So David 2-1, Shemtam 2-1. I have a 1-2 from Vinders. Vindaloo's gone 1-2. Right. It's gone 1-2. Who have I got after Vindaloo? After Vindaloo, Shemtam. Ed M 1-0. Good evening, Ed. I hope you're well, sir. Ed M says 1-0. Graham says 2-0. Graham 2. Ryan G 3-1. And Jose says 3-0. Now, have I missed Drula's score? 2-1 for Drula. Okay, so I've got Drula as well, because I saw that Drula was here. I was wondering why I haven't seen her score. Right, so I just want to make sure that I haven't got... Right, Ronnie. Right, so at the moment, I have got scores from Jose, David, Jess, Drula, Shemtam, Ryan G, Graham, Alan, Carl, Ed M, Vindaloo, and now Ronnie. Right, so now Ronnie. Right, so what I'm going to do, and now you're going to bear with me a second, is I'm going to cut out the people that are not here and move people on into the show, which makes it easier for me. Right, so Daz, Archer's not here, Daz is not here. Colin Blackshaw is not here. Colin B, how can Colin B? And then we have Tot Spurs is not here either. So cut out Tot Spurs and then move Jess and Driller up. There we go. Shemtam moves up. Ryan G and Graham move up. And Alan also moves up. And Ronnie and Carl. Ronnie and Carl. Scott C's not here. So cut Scott C, put him down here. Ed M's definitely here, so put Ed M up into the show. There's Ed M. Vindaloo. Put Vindaloo in there. Vindaloo. Right, so missing quite a few today, but I thought by doing this it'd be less work for me, but it doesn't look like it'll be the case. Looks like these people want to work me. Well, you'll have to wait and see whether I work or not. Ryan T. Ryan, are you taking part, Ryan? Because I've got you. You were in the show earlier. Just wondering whether you're taking part. It'd be good if you did, because then you're back in it. Right. Knock these people out of the way. We are nearly there. I bet I'll get all this done and then somebody else pops in. Cut that out of the way there. And go down to here. Right. David Shear, member for 14 months. Thank you for your support, David. Says ashes in the bag, Cobber. I wouldn't be so sure for you, Mr. Shear. It looks like you're missing your Premier bowler. I wouldn't be too sure. He's the heartbeat of your team, your Premier bowler. He's the one that gets your bowlers all ticking. And Vindaloo has been a member for 9 months. Says, come on, Arsenal. As a member, I've got to read out what you put in, Vindaloo, whether I like it or not. But he says, I've read your message out. So there you go. You're all done. You're all done. You need a secretary, Jose. I need something, but I don't know quite what it is I need. Right. Game number 2 for the week is Chelsea versus Sunderland, and that should say 3 p.m. Saturday. Chelsea versus Sunderland, and that's 3 p.m. on Saturday. Ronnie says 2-0. Eltel says 4-1. Alan says 3-0. Drula says 3-1. And then I've got Ed M says 2-1. Ed M 2-1. Ryan G 2-0. Carl has gone 3-1. Shem has gone 3-1. Graham 3-0. And Mr. Shear 3-0. Jess 2-1. And Mr. Late, Mr. Always Second, has not given me a score. Is that a nudge for Mr. I Always Come Second? There we go, Mr. I Always Come Second. Wouldn't it be funny if Archer took over from you this week, Vindaloo, and then you weren't second, you could get the monkey off your back, you can drop down to third or fourth. Wouldn't that be good? Right, that is everybody that I've got so far. Your next game is Newcastle versus Fulham, 3 p.m. on Saturday. Newcastle v Fulham, 3 p.m. on Saturday. Eltel 2-0. Alan 2-all. Alan with a 2-2. Who's after Alan? Mr. Shear 2-1. Cobber says 2-1. Drula says 2-1. Carl says 2-1. And then we've got a train of 2-0s. I have the first person on board is Jess at 2-0. Then we have Graham at 2-0. Ed M 2-0. And then we're back to Ryan G, gone 2-1. Ryan G 2-1. Ladies and gentlemen, it's too early to be Googling. It's too early, surely, to be Googling already, these two clubs. 4-1 for Ronnie. 2-0 for Vinders. And Shem 2-1. Nice and easy. All them are in and locked. And then we go to game number 4. And game number 4 this week is 5:30 kickoff on Saturday. And it's Man United versus Brighton. Man United versus Brighton. Eltel says 1-2. Graham says 1-all. Graham 1-all. Alan is on a 1-2. David Shear, Mr. Cobbeye, 1-2. Jess 1-2. And then we have, I'm going to need to go further up. We had Drula at 2-1. I see Carl's coming at 2-1. Shemtam and Edem at 2-all. Shemtam and Edem, 2 apiece. Vinders, Ronnie and Ryan. Ryan 3-1. Right, have I seen? No, I haven't seen the score from Ronnie, and I haven't seen the score from Vinders. Where we at? 2-1 for Vindy. Vindy Windy says 2-1. And Ronnie from North London, what do you say, sir? 2-2. So another Daigle there as well for Ronnie. A Daigle. And TV, which is ruining football, has decided that the next game will be played at 8 p.m. on Saturday evening, and that is Brentford versus Liverpool at 8 p.m. on Saturday evening. Vindaloo wants to change his score to 2-2. Okay, right, let me go back one space. Vinders has gone back for a 2-all draw in that game. That's been changed. Right, now we have Brentford Liverpool 1-3 for Ronnie. I didn't watch the game yesterday, Jess, so I'm going to ask you because you're a Liverpool supporter. But I was listening to radio today whilst I was at work. Naughty me, naughty me. But I had my headphones on whilst I was working, and they were talking about the Liverpool game yesterday, and they were saying that Liverpool looked so much better without Salah being in the side, because the feeling is that this season Salah hasn't done any of the tracking back and that, and Salah's looked to shadow himself. And people are saying on the radio, saying the cynics were saying that he got his contract, he got what he wanted, got his contract, and that time's caught up with him, or he just seems disinterested, and that maybe Liverpool should look at resting him more. And it's amazing saying that because the guy scored hatfuls of goals for Liverpool, but they're saying that Liverpool look more fluid with the younger people, and apparently he was through on goal. They were saying, and he should have squared it to Wirtz for an open goal, and instead he decided to take it on his own or whatever. As I said, I didn't watch the game. I'm just going by what I heard on the radio today. So I just wanted to see what your thoughts were. David Shear 1-2. I've got a 1-3 for Ed M. Eddie M 1-3. I've got a 0-2 for Graham. 0-2. I've got a 1-3 for Shem. I then have another Daigle for Alan. Alan, another Daigle there. Jess is 1-2 as well. I have another 0-2, this time for Ryan G. Ryan G. And the pool 0-4 for Vinders. For Vinders. So I am looking for Mr. Simpson, and Mr. Simpson's coming with a 1-3. That is that game done and dusted. So then we move on to Sunday's games. And on Sunday, the first game we've got, because it's all in alphabetical order, and it should have been in alphabetical order. Why I haven't got it in alphabetical order, I'll never know. But I've done it this way round, so we'll have to go this way round. I have got Bournemouth v Forest. Bournemouth versus Forest. Eltel 3-0. Rakdos Allen 3-0. Start from here, Dazza. Mr. Totspurs in the house, man. It's Mr. Totspurs in the house. Start from here, and I'll roll back for you because we've been quite quick tonight because there's not that many people on. 0-0 for Edem. Edem 0-0. And then after Edem, I have a 3-1 for Mr. Simpson. 3-1. Senor Simpson. I don't know where Vindaloo went, but I know I did get Vindaloo's score. Vindaloo is back. 3-1 for Carl. 2-1 for for Cobber. I'll call him Cobber. Cobber 2-1. Shemtam 2-1. Tot Spurs sneaked his there 2-1 for Tot Spurs as well. We've got a 2-1 for Ryan G. 2-1. And then I've got Vinders in at 2-1. And then if I go back up the sheets, it's 2-0 for Graham. You've been having a word with your boss, Graham, to tell him that he's having a miserable attempt at trying to retain his title in the fantasy. He's absolutely, I think last year was beginner's luck, weren't it? Because he's a shadow himself this season. I wonder whether he's played any chips yet and that, whether he's going to come back and haunt me for what I'm saying. I, for one, haven't played my chips yet. Drula to all. And when I play my chips, I reckon I'll be up there and running. I'm not far off the pace. And I know other people have picked some chips already. I've not picked none. Right, I have everyone, including Mr. Dazza, the original Tot Spurs. So we move on to the next game. And the next game we have, Ryan's already played 2 of them, but do you know what? We're nearly the end of October. It's next Friday, so we're on the cusp of knocking into November, Ryan. These chips are only valid till December, because in December they re-roll and you get them all over again. So, you know, we're 2 months in and people have used some of the chips already. I've not used none, but I haven't got that much left to benefit from my chips either. So, right, the next game is Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. And I think Drula was first in with a 1-2. So I'm going to put that score in for Drula, because I believe that's what she meant, 1-2. Drula was trying to be off the gun. She went early. Graham says, lol, Jose, he will come good. He's pretty good at the old fantasy. Well, let's wait and see. I hope he is for your sake. Otherwise, he could have egg in his face. A poor title defence. I was forced to use one as I had loads of injuries in one of the weeks, is what Ryan says. So we've got a 1-2 for Drula, a 3-0 for El Tel, a 1-2 for Shem. And then we have a 2-2 for Graham. A Desmond Daigle for Graham. Then we have a 3-0 for Edem. He's not holding back. Edem, 3-0. And Mr. Shear, look at that. Away victory for Crystal Palace for Mr. Shear as well. And 2-0 for our Ryan. Ryan, 2-0. I then have a 2-3 for Ratdos. Alan. No messing about for Alan. 2-3. Big scoring game for Alan. I have a 2-1 for Carl. Mr. Carl, 2-1. I then have Jess at 3-1. We have Tot Spurs also at 3-1. Vindaloo, the Arsenal fan, he's only saying 3-0. I thought you would have put the laces onto your boots there, Vinders, but you haven't. You haven't. And Ronnie has gone 1-0. So a 1-0 draw. Have I got previously a 1-0 draw anywhere? No. No. Right. Vinder says we must be good because nobody goes for an Arsenal result in here. Who's not gone for an Arsenal result? I went for 3-0, Vinders. I went for 3-0 well before you put your score in. I thought that you, being a supporter of Arsenal with belts and braces and laces, you would have gone big time and you would have said, God, I'm going to back my team because I think they're the best. So I'm going to say 7-0. But no, you've backed them at 3-0. So you're not really supporting your team that much, are you, Vinders? Drula's also saying, what team Vinders? Most have given you the win. That's what I was thinking to myself. And there's no bias showing here. People predict whatever results they want to predict. I'll wait to see what you predict for some of the results that are coming up. Not too distant. 3 results time. Let me see what Vinders goes for there. Right, your next game, people, is Aston Villa versus Manchester City. Aston Villa versus Manchester City. Another Sunday 2 o'clock game. Eltel has gone 0-3. Ronnie is going 1-2. I saw people do 1-2s and 2-1s last year, going for the safe bets of 1-2s and 2-1s, and these people didn't come off very well last season. So try to steer clear of them as much as possible. Doesn't mean I don't select them from time to time, but I do try and steer clear of them as much as possible. I try to be a bit more creative with my scores. Drula 1-3, Shemtown 1-3. It's only because I can see a sea of 1-3s that I'm going to do these first. I can then see Jess 1-3. I can see Edem's gone 1-3. And Mr. Simpson has also gone at 1-3. Look at that. Vinders has gone in at 1-3 as well. So there's the 1-3s out of the way. Now the 1-2s, the boring score as I call it. Tot Spurs, boring score. Mr. Sheer Cobber, boring score. Graham has gone 0-2. Now that's a decent score. There's a 0-2. Look at that. Ryan G 0-3. And I must have missed him. Where's Mr. Allen's score? Here it is. Allen's not messing about. Look, Allen's gone 0-4. Right, Vindaloo, another professor and another vision he's had. He says Villa will get a goal past them. That's Vindaloo, who's in second, perennial second. He reckons Villa will get a goal past them. I hope you're right, son. I hope you're right. Right, the next game on Sunday for us all is another 2 o'clock kickoffs. The last of the 2 o'clock kickoffs on Sunday. And this is between Wolves and Burnley. They don't say there's no 6-pointers, but this feels like a 6-pointer to me. And Eltel has come in with the boring 1-0-0. Oh no, Eltel's gone 1-2. 1-2 for Eltel. Who had the 0? Who did the 0-0 earlier? Someone did. Did they not? If they did, I can't find it. Anyway, someone's gone for a 0-0. That's Ronnie. Drula says, come on, Wolves, 2-0. Ronnie, I can see your comment. And do you know how many points I lost last? I know I won the league last year, but I would have won it more comfortably if I didn't just keep backing Wolves like I did for you last season. And they never, ever got me points. I backed Wolves at the start of this season, and they didn't score me points either. I could be a lot further in the lead if I had not gone with Wolves where I kept going for Wolves for your sake, mate. So now I've had to really look at it and think, what do I really think is going to happen? And I just think Wolves are struggling. And I think Wolves need to get not just one. I think, like anything, Wolves need to cobble a few results together in order to get their mojo back, if they're going to get it back, that is, because this is an unrelenting league, isn't it? So Ryan G. See, Ryan, look, you're only backing your team to win 1-0. So Vinders only backs them at 3-0 when he talks them like they're the best thing since sliced bread and world champions, and only backs them at 3-0. And you're backing your team at 1-0. Jess has gone 2-1, and Tot Spurs is reminding me that 2-1 is what he's gone for, and it's a boring scoreline as well. These 2-1s are boring scorelines. 1-2, 2-1, 1-2, 2-1. Graham has gone for a tool draw. It's not about you. It's the first time. What I'm trying to say is that I thought that you would have, you know, to get the monkey off your back, you would have predicted a bigger score than 1-0. But I can also understand why you've gone 1-0. Vindaloo has gone for 2-1 for Wolves. Go on, Vinders. Vinders, Ryan, Vinders has got your back. That's all I can say. He's got your back. Edem, let me see. Edem must have given me a score. I just must have missed it. Let me go back. Yes, Edem's gone 1-0 as well. Edem's got your back. Edem and Vinders have got your back. Right, Ryan, you have Jess has got your back. Drula's got your back. Ryan G's got your back. Edem's got your back. Vindaloo's got your back. And Totspurs has got your back. You've got quite a few people who've got your back. So there you go, sir. Right, and the last game of the Premiership this weekend is Everton versus Tottenham, 4:30 p.m. on Sunday. Eltel 0-2, Drula 1-3. Alan 0-1. Very cautious, very cautious. Right, for the Tottenham people in it, I'm going to ask you a question in a minute. Well, I might ask you the question whilst I'm doing this. Right, on Sunday, who starts at centre forward for you? On Sunday, who is the number? Who do we start with as a 9? Jess says 1-2. Shem has gone 1-2. Who starts as the 9? Mr. Shear 1-3. See, no boring score from Cobber. Cobber's woken up to this one, isn't he? Edem's gone 0-0. Right, I have got people that are coming. I'm going to comment on that because I want to see that. Ronnie is going 0-1 as well. Graham has gone for the same score as me at 0-2, so we're not boring. Ryan G. What did Ryan G go? What did Ryan G do? Ryan G. I can't see Ryan G give me a score yet. And Vinders, has Vinders given me a score for this? It's going to be a big time loss, but because Vindaloo always backs Tottenham to lose. 2-1 Everton. They're a tough nut to crack. Okay, whatever you say, Vinders. 2-1. And now we're just waiting on Ryan G, and then I can go through. So I've got Alan says Moani. Ronnie says Moani. Graham is saying Moani. Kinksky can't do worse than Richardson, says Carl, but he would start Moani. Gonna be you think it's gonna be Telshem Tam, but you want Scarlet. He'll probably pick the pigeon, unfortunately, says Edem. Drula's going Moani. Right. I asked this question the other day on We Are Tottenham TV because I was hosting the other day. I think I'm hosting Sundays We Are Tottenham TV again, which I am. Yeah, I'm hosting Sundays one. I turned around and said, and the question I asked in that show was of everyone that was watching. Shem, I think you might have been watching. I don't know who else might have watched the We Are Tottenham TV one when I hosted the other night or yesterday, but I hosted pre-Monaco pump up, and I'm doing the Everton pump up Sunday. So if you want to come watch me, I'm hosting it. But I said it all play. We know Maddison's out. We know Kulu's out, right? So you can't include Maddison and Kulu. But if all the players are fit, who are your starting 4 up front? If we're going to play a 3-1, like a 9 with 3 people behind, 1 left, 1 right, and 1 as a centre attacker, midfielder, who are your top 4 people going to be? Right? I said that I'd have Moani up front. So no, I didn't. I said if all the players are fit, I'd have Moani on the left. I think I said I'd have Xavi on the left, Kudus on the right, Moani in the attacking role, and Solanke up front. They would be my 4. So for me, there wouldn't be room for Odegaard. There wouldn't be room for Tell. There wouldn't be room for Richarlison, Johnson, all these other players. And that's what I'd play. Now, Moani's been injured, but I think Moani's a bit like Solanke. They're naturally fit people. The only reason why Solanke's not being selected at the moment is because Solanke hasn't trained and he's been out since July. And it doesn't matter how naturally fit you are as a person. To be match fit, you're going to need a bit more than 2 weeks on the grass training to be fit. So for me, Moani's a naturally fit chap. And no, Drew, what I'm saying is if all the players are fit in the squad, who are you starting for is what I'm saying. Because we know that Kulu and Madison are out. But all the others, between now and the next couple of weeks, have all got a chance of all just being fit. So who would you go for? Who would be your preferred 4? Ronnie is saying that he would go for Vicario, Porro, Danso, Spence, Paulinho, Sarr, Xavi, Johnson, Moani, and Kudus. So you would play 3 at the back then, Ronnie, because you just got Porro, Danso, and Spence there. Or are you saying that you'd play Paulinho at centre half with no Mickey van der Ven? But your top 4 are Xavi, Johnson, Moani, and Kudus are your top 4. I don't want to see Bentancur and Paulinho sitting together. It doesn't work. It may not work at home, but I think it works away, Drula, because we've not been beaten away yet. We're undefeated away. So I think it works with them away, but it may not work with them at home. Because when I've been to see Tottenham this year, and I was there last weekend as well, and when I went to see them, it's just like we have no punch, we have no bite in midfield, in the sense of attacking wise. We've got punch and bite in the tackle and stuff like that, but when you're talking about threading passes or breaking the lines and that, we don't seem to have the players to do it. Mind you, we also have got players that are new to the squad, and we're trying to embed and get into the side. But it's just something that I thought I'd ask the question. Too defensive. Vindaloo says your left side is where you get hurt. Vinders, when I've been to watch Tottenham this year, right, we're so reliant, or the ball seems to go out because there's more trust in Kudos on the right hand side. But what Villa were doing is they were double and triple banking Kudos. So when you got the ball and you switched it over to the left hand side, Odegaard had all the space in the world with only Matty Cash there. So if there's going to be, it was a one-on-one. We never got double banked or triple banked. So there was always space on that side. But Odegaard would run. He only took on Matty Cash once. Tried to take him on with a dribble, one-on-one, once in the whole game, in the whole time that he was on. So there's an imbalance there. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, we move on. Because some people are not caring about this conversation. Right. The first bonus game for this weekend is a 1 p.m. Saturday kickoff between Girona and Real Oviedo. And just to help out, Vindaloo, Santi Cazorla plays for Real Oviedo. Just saying, he scored the winner that got them promoted last season. So Girona versus Real Oviedo. Please, people. Those that do the old Googling will notice that one of these teams are bottom of the league. Right, Shem time. Here we go. Exciting 2-1. Shem time. Another 2-1. David Shear, Mr. Cobber, is going in with a 3-1. We then have Graham at 2-0. We then have Mr. Simpson at 2-1. Senor Simpson, Mr. Carl, 2-1. I then have Alan, 1-0. Need to find a 1-0 for Alan. Alan, 1-0. Eltel says 2-0. Drula says 2-1. Drula predicts 2-1. And then we have Ed M predicts 1-2. Edem 1-2. Jess 2-1. Jess predicts 2-1. Vinders predicts 2-0. So Vinders is not siding with Santi Cazorla. He's gone against him with a 2-0. Ryan G's also gone for a 2-0. 20th versus 19th, says Ronnie. Are they 20th versus 19th? Okay, fair enough. I didn't realise it was that. I knew that it was close, but not that close. Vinders, do you remember Nacho Monreal and Santi Cazorla at Arsenal? Do you remember them two at Arsenal? Ronnie says 2-0. Monreal, Nacho, as I call him. Nacho and Santi. Yes, you do. Well, Vindaloo, guess I used to go out drinking with them both. They used to get driven. So they didn't drive when they came out for a drink. They used to get driven, chauffeur driven. So they'd get chauffeur driven, and I'd meet them in a bar in Westbourne Grove, the Spanish bar that was there, and we would drink. And the biggest joker out of the lot is Santi Cazorla. He's such a funny chap. He really, really is a funny chap. And Nacho used to come along, and Nacho used to get involved in all the fun and stuff like that. But Nacho was more serious, and he would be like, "No, we can't do that. We can't do that." Santi would say, "Come on." I've got photographs. I don't know whether you're in the WhatsApp groups, because otherwise I could send you the photographs of me when I'm out with them and that. But yeah, when they were over here playing with the Goons, I used to go out with them. So I've been out with a fair few footballers, but they're the two from the Arsenal that I went out with. You know, I've been out with other Arsenal footballers, but they're the two that I went out with that really did make me laugh. Your second game, bonus game this weekend, is Hamburger SV versus Wolfsburg. Hamburger SC versus Wolfsburg. So you got them pissed before the games, Jose. I don't want to say I've got them pissed before the games, but what I will say is Santi did like a shot. We used to drink moonshine. Oh, what at the end did we call it? And we used to have shots of that, and yeah, we'd ruin Nacho. Nacho would get ruined. We'd ruin him big time. Oh, all them days ago when I used to drink, but now, alas, don't go out enough anymore. Alan, 2-0. Eltel, 2-0. Mr. Shear, not the boring 2-1, is reappeared for Cobber. Very, very, very creative. Did you beat the shins under the table? Edem, another creative person, with a 2-1. If in doubt with the bonus games, always go 1-2 or 2-1. Yeah, let me have a look. Who's gone 1-2? 1-2 is for Carl. Graham says 2-2. Graham's going for a tall draw. Drula says 1-2. Vinders says 2-1. Just to remind people that we have got a young player that plays at Hamburg. Vinderloo's gone 2-1. We have got a young player that plays over at Hamburg, and he's absolutely smashing it at the moment in Germany, playing for Hamburg. And he is the reason why they're getting points. So whatever points they have got is down to young Mr. Vuskovic, who's playing for Hamburg. Jess has gone 2-1. Tot Spurs. Dazza doesn't disappoint. He's gone for 3-1. Yeah, I know, Eden, but the future of Tottenham is Vuskovic. Eriksen's not the future of Tottenham, so that's why I'm looking at it that way. 3-1. Ryan G has gone for a tall draw as well. And last but not least, Shem Tam. What did you give me, my man? Shem Tam? What did Shem Tam give me? Shem Tam hasn't given me a score yet. He's the only person I'm waiting on. Shem Tam. Or is it that I've missed it and I can't see it? No, Shemtam's not giving me a score. If we had Archer here, we'd be waiting 10 minutes for every score. Because Archer would be Googling. Shemtam 3-1. Home win. And last but not least, the third of the bonus games this weekend is being played at 5 p.m. on Saturday. And it's a small game between Napoli and Inter Milan. Eltel is going 2-0 in this game because I don't want to be boring. Napoli versus Inter Milan. And this is your third and final bonus game for this week. Edem 01. Uh, 2-1. Who did I see? Alan's gone 1-3. I might as well do them in order. Alan's gone 1-3. Okay, so we have Alan in at 1-3. Edem at 0-1, which I'd already got. 2-1 for Carl. Carl is at 2-1. I have Graham at 1-0. Who else have I got? Graham at 1-0. Mr. Shit, Cobb at 2-1. Cobb 2-1. Drula 2-1. 1-2 for Shemtam. Where's Shem? Shem's there. 1-2. I have a 1-2 for Jess. A 1-3 for Vinders. Ronnie. Ryan. Totspurs has gone for 3-2. Yeah, good night to those people that are saying good night to me that want to leave me here all on my own already. But yeah, please do us a favour and hit the like button if you haven't done so already on the way out. Mr. Totspurs. Conte's thrown his new signings under the bus already, says Shemtam. Napoli got beat the other day, whereas Inter did well, says Ratdos. But this is now going to be it's an Italian league game, and Napoli are holding on to their title. I think Milan have got 17, Inter have got 16, Napoli have got 15. So a win for Napoli. Bloody hell. Yeah, get some shut eye. Let me go, Tot Spurs. Leeds West Ham. Dazza, what's your score for Leeds West Ham tomorrow night, first game? Thank you very much, everyone. It's been good to see you all. Leeds West Ham, Tot Spurs. Daz. Take care, all the Neil, start now. This is the first game, Neil. So you can start now. Give me the first game because Tot Spurs has got to give me this. So give me the first game, Neil. You've caught me on a good note, Neil. Give me the first game. This is the first game, Neil, and I can put you in. You've only just caught this because we finished. We've already done it, but we've already done. But I'm re-rolling for Tot Spurs, right? We did start this show an hour ago. So, but anyway, you're here now, right? Game number 2, Chelsea Sunderland, please. This is for Tot Spurs, Neil, and any other latecomers. think Neil's gone for a 2-all draw, and I think Totspur's gone for 3-1. Yeah, a 2-all draw and a 3-1. A 2-all and a 3-1 for Totspurs. Yeah, don't worry about it, Neil. I've only got work tomorrow. Right, next game, boys. Newcastle Fulham. Did you? If you watched the results show the other night, I said that I was going to do it at 11 o'clock to 10 o'clock tonight, English time. And the other thing is hit the notification bell for the channel, because if you do that, then you'll know all the time whenever I do come on. Totspurs says 2-0, and Neil says 2-1. Just a little word of notice. I did turn around and say that 2-1 is the get out score for people that are not creative. 2-1 and 1-2. Manchester United versus Brighton. Sorry, you've missed all my jokes and all my everything I've been saying, Neil. You've missed it all. So I'm just repeating and regurgitating what I said before. Right. Man United Brighton, please. Gentlemen. Yeah, and every time you leave your scores in the chat, Neil, you always leave them under somebody else's name. So that's why sometimes it's under somebody else's reply. Instead of doing your own reply, you leave it in somebody else's. And sometimes that's why it doesn't get picked up, because it's not your own reply. You're putting it under somebody else's. But hey, I find them, and if I find them, I put them in there. Totspurs has gone for 2-1 as well. Do you know what? I'm waiting for Totspurs, and now he's here already giving me a score. Right, gentlemen, your next game is Brentford versus the Pool. The Pool? The Pool. Brentford versus the Pool. And for this, I've got 1-2, I think, from Totspurs. 1-2. Right, Daz, you are done. You're in, mate. I've got all yours. Daz, you have yourself a mighty fine weekend, young man, with you and your family. Neil, Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest. It's a one-man show. Neil 2-0. Neil, Arsenal Palace. Copy that one into there. Two all. Next one for you, sir. Is Aston Villa versus Man City. Next one for you is Wolves Burnley. Wolves versus Burnley. Everton Tottenham. A 1-2. Let me find a 1-2 to put in there. Right, that's the 1-2 to put in there. Right. The first of the bonus games this weekend, Neil, is from Spain. It's being played at 1 o'clock Saturday, and it's Girona versus Real Oviedo. One 0. Right, game number 2, bonus game number 2 for the weekend is in Germany, and it's between Hamburger SV versus Wolfsburg. That kicks off at 2:30 on Saturday. A 2-all draw. Let me find a 2-all to stick in there. And the last bonus game, the third and last bonus game for the weekend, is from Italy. 5 o'clock kickoff. It's Napoli versus Inter Milan. Napoli versus Inter Milan. And then we are done, Neil. I.e., I've got all your scores. I do believe that he's gone for a 0-1. All right, let me see. He's gone for a 0-1. You can put that in there for now. Right, I've got that. Right, let me thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and for David Shear for flexing his member badge or using his member chat. Member for 14 months. Thank you very much for your support, Mr. Shear, and Vindaloo for his 9-month member chat. Thank you for your support as well, Vindaloo. And to everybody, I wish you all a great weekend. I wish you all a great weekend. Even though today's Thursday, wish you all a great weekend. I'm not sure whether we get an hour. Do we get an hour extra? Do we get an hour extra on Sunday because the clocks go forward or backwards or whatever? However, whatever happens, enjoy yourselves. It just means that the clocks changing will have a knock-on effect for everybody worldwide. So, with that being said, as per usual, take care of yourselves. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already on the way out. And if you're watching this on playback, if you're leaving your scores, then please hit the like button after you've left your scores in the comments at the end when the show's finished, because it appears that I get like 10 people leaving scores and the like button only ever goes up by two, and that the figures just ain't right, are they? But anyway, God bless you all. Take care of yourselves, and always it's come on, you Spurs.
Tell, Cockerel, he's just a true guy. You'll have a true time. Tell, Cockerel, leave your troubles at the door. You know the game, you know the score. We're here to have fun, so holster that gun and read the writing on the wall. The predictions league done every week. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel, he's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Jose gets himself around, always talking Spurs wherever he is. is found, home or away. He always tips to win, throws the form book in the bin with a cheeky knowing grin. El-tel, cockerel. He's just a chill guy, you'll have a chill time. El-tel, cockerel. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and on and on and on. Why do I always get it wrong? Every time I play along. El-tel, cockerel. The show is so chilled, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. El-tel, cockerel. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? El-tel, cockerel. The show is so chill, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at.